Hi, I'm Hannah with One-to-One Health Kick. Today we're in the kitchen and cooking with fat in mind. Yesterday we shopped for foods that decreased processed fats and increased healthy, naturally occurring fats. We're going to discuss cooking with less fat and show some ways to use products we pointed out yesterday. First, let's answer our one-to-one question you were left with in our last segment. What types of animal fats are most important to include in your diet? Including fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, herring, and trout a couple of times a week is a great habit for a heart-healthy diet. We've talked about fats all week, and I hope you've already started making changes when eating out and shopping in the store. Today we're focusing on the roles fats play when cooking. Two of the biggest reasons we add fat when we cook is to add flavor and to keep foods from sticking to cookware. We're going to give you some ideas today that add flavor and to cook foods while decreasing unhealthy fats. First, there are a lot of ways to add flavor to foods without the unnecessary calories with fat. Some ideas include garlic, lemon, vinegars, wine, and herbs and spices. Lemons are great. They zest up almost any dish without any calories. Stock up when they're on sale and freeze the zest and juice for up to 6 months. All these options are fat-free and add little to no calories. Instead of always using butter, sauces, and creams to flavor your food, reach for a spice you haven't tried. The first recipe we are making today is thyme chicken. It's quick, easy to make, and good for you. First, let's assemble our ingredients. Then, rinse your meat and trim the fat. You can cook with less fat by trimming away visible fat from meat and removing skin from poultry. I always bake my chicken at home, but if you're a grill master, you can grill it as well. I use a baking sheet lined with tin foil. By using dry heat and wet heat cooking methods, we will be able to prepare meals without fat and get the full nutritional benefit. Dry heat methods would include sautéing, baking, and grilling. Wet heat cooking includes braising, steaming, or poaching. Lay the chicken out on your pan and top it with thyme and pepper. Place it in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how thick your chicken is. Always check the center of your chicken to see if the meat has turned white with no pink color visible. Next, we're going to make our salmon recipe. Go ahead and gather your ingredients. You will need a baking sheet lined with tin foil. Next, lay out your salmon after you've rinsed it. Here, just top it with some cinnamon and sprinkle pecan pieces on top. Place in a preheated oven on 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. Once it's done, check the center to make sure it's flaky with a light pink center. If the salmon gets deeper pink as you get to the center, it needs a few more minutes in the oven. While we're cooking, let's address the question about which oils should be used when cooking. I recommend using unsaturated vegetable oils like olive, flaxseed, peanut, and sunflower oil. Researching different types of oils is important because some are highly processed like canola oil and then marketed as a healthy product. Remember, our best rule of thumb when it comes to processing is less is best. When cooking calls for a solid fat, the two following fats are least processed and my favorite to cook with. Ghee is clarified butter and is popular in Indian cooking. I tend to use ghee to brown meat and saute garlic and onions, or when I make soups, stews, and sometimes scramble my eggs in it. Along with ghee, coconut oil is one of the best fats to cook with. In addition to being a great fuel source for the body, coconut oil has some unique properties. It is a special type of saturated fat called medium-chain triglyceride. When cooking, try to avoid margarine, lard, fatback, and shortening. Some great ways to add healthy fats to your diet is by using avocado, nuts, and seeds. The best way to enjoy avocado is look for a ripe, dark brown avocado. Then, cut it long ways around the seed. Pull the two halves apart and remove the large seed. Use a spoon and scoop the meat away from the peel. Turn your avocado into guacamole by mashing it in a large bowl or food processor. Then add lemon, garlic, salt, and pepper. There are tons of variations to this easy snack, so test them out and be creative. Want to increase healthy fats? Smoothies are a great way to do that. I love spinach, almonds, almond milk, ice, peanut butter, and protein powder. If you're not big on smoothies, you can still get healthy fats by topping a spinach salad with pine nuts. Utilize the internet for recipe ideas and use the knowledge you have gained through these videos to make healthy decisions for yourself. Try to limit juices in your smoothies or fried toppings on your salad. Don't be afraid to try something new, and know it might not always taste the way you hoped, but experimenting in the kitchen can be fun and a great family activity. Before we wrap it up, here's your one-to-one health kick question of the day. What fruit can you use on foods to zest up any dish without any calories? We will have your answer to today's question in the upcoming video. Until then, keep moving and watch your fat intake. Let's summarize what we talked about today. Garlic, lemon, vinegars, wine, herbs, and spices are all fat-free ways to add flavor to your food. By using dry heat and wet heat cooking methods, you will be able to decrease your fat and prepare meals with full nutritional benefit. You can cook with less fat by trimming away visible fat and removing skin from poultry. Ghee and coconut oil are minimally processed and great to use when cooking.